In the infinite tapestry of the cosmos, silence often precedes the most significant events. But on our radar, a new traveler has emerged from the Oort-Cloudistan for a date with destiny. They call it Comet 3I Atlas, a frozen relic from the dawn of the solar system. Scientists have marked their calendars. The date is set Friday, December 19, 2025. On this day, 3I Atlas will reach its perigee, its closest point to our planet Earth. It is a celestial ballet, choreographed by gravity, played out over millions of miles. But as it approaches, humanity asks a singular, pressing question: what exactly will occur starting from now until that critical Friday in December? To understand the risk, we must first understand the object itself. Atlas is not just a rock. It is an active, outgassing body reacting to the sun. Currently, observatories across the southern hemisphere are tracking its magnitude. Its brightness is increasing, suggesting a volatile composition rich in frozen volatiles, but the primary concern lies in the stability of its trajectory. Comets are notorious for the non-gravitational forces acting upon them, that is, ice sublimates. It acts like a rocket thruster, potentially pushing 3I Atlas off course. So what are we supposed to do if it steers towards Earth? Planetary defense protocols are no longer science fiction. They are active strategies. NASA's double asteroid redirection test proved we can alter a celestial body's path. However, a comet is not an asteroid. It is fragile, unpredictable, and fast. Attempting to strike 3I Atlas could shatter it into a shotgun blast of debris. This buckshot effect might be worse than a single impact. Therefore, the primary strategy for 2025 is precise early warning tracking. If a collision course is confirmed, nuclear deflection remains the last resort. But let's look beyond the physical impact. What about invisible threats? A common fear is the potential for a magnetic pulse generated by the comet's tail. Comets interact with the solar wind, creating a plasma tail charged with ions. If Earth passes directly through this ion tail, the effects could be measurable. However, scientists clarify, a comet is not a magnet or a solar flare. The magnetic field of 3I Atlas is negligible compared to Earth's magnetosphère. So, a catastrophic EMP blast from the comet itself is highly unlikely. Yet, the interaction could trigger geomagnetic storms or enhance auroras. Imagine the sky on December 19th, lit up not by danger, but by beauty. Now, let's pivot to the latest scientific news regarding this object. Recent spectral analysis has revealed traces of complex, organic molecules. This confirms that 3I Atlas is a pristine messenger from the early universe. Astronomers are also monitoring a fragmentation event observed last month. Fragmentation increases the brightness, but makes trajectory prediction harder. Current models show a safe pass distance of roughly 0.5 astronomical units. That is millions of miles. A comfortable margin for civilization. But space is dynamic. We must remain vigilant until the moment of perihelion. What should the average person do as December 2025 approaches? Preparation is key, not for doomsday, but for observation. Secure your optics. Binoculars will likely be enough to see the coma. However, Keep an ear to official channels for trajectory updates. In the unlikely event of a trajectory shift, governments have alert protocols. The Global Asteroid Warning Network is active 24/7. Civil defense plans involve evacuation of impact zones, though rare, but let us return to the most probable reality. The scientific bonanza, Comet 3I. Atlas offers a unique window into the chemistry of life. Space agencies are retargeting satellites like James Webb to capture it. These images will be higher resolution than anything we've seen before. We might see active cryovolcanoes, erupting nitrogen ice. The dust Trilet leaves behind could create a new meteor shower for Earth. Astronomers predict a potential Atlas storm in the years following. 20-5. The celestial visitor is more than a threat. It is a teacher. The magnetic interaction, while weak, will help us model solar weather. Every data point collected improves our readiness for future larger objects. The fear of comets is ancient, rooted in our ancestors' superstitions. They saw them as harbinger of doom, plagues, and fallen kings. Today, we see them as opportunities for physics and exploration. As December 19th draws near, the comet will become visible. To the naked eye. It will appear as a fuzzy star, with a tail stretching across the constellations. This visual spectacle will unite the world in looking up. But the scientific community remains on high alert for outbursts. An outburst could rapidly change the comet's size and the comet's speed. Our satellites are shielded, but temporary interference is possible. If you experience GPS drift on that Friday, know the cause, but significant infrastructure damage is not expected by any credible model. The 3I Atlas event is a reminder of our place in the galaxy. We are on a rock orbiting a star in a shooting gallery of debris. Yet our technology gives us eyes to see and hands to deflect. As we count down the final seconds to the close approach, the world will hold its breath, watching the sky, the closest point. Perigee, the moment of truth. And just like that, it will begin its journey back into the dark, heading back to the frozen wastelands of the outer solar system. It won't return for another several thousand years, but it leaves us changed, more aware, more prepared. The legacy of 3I Atlas is not destruction, but knowledge. So observe the sky this December. Witness history. The universe is knocking on our door. Don't be afraid of the visitor. Be curious. Comet 3I Atlas, a name we will remember. As it fades, remember, the next one might not miss. That is why we watch. That is why we explore. Planetary defense is the only long-term insurance we have. For now, the skies are clear. The trajectory is set. December 19th, 2025. Mark it. Then keep your eyes on the stars. This has been an analysis of the impending approach. The cosmos is vast, and we are just beginning to understand it. Science is our candle in the dark. Stay informed. Stay curious. Stay safe. We will continue to update as the comet gets closer. Check the link for the real-time tracker. The future is coming fast. Be ready for the spectacle of a lifetime. Comet 3I Atlas 20-5. Thank you for watching this deep dive. See you in the next observation. Thank you.